It's raining again. When will it stop raining? When will it stop raining? And when will it stop be the holidays? And honestly, once I get through my birthday, which is in January after Christmas, I feel a weight off. I know I got the season ahead of me, but at least all that having to figure out what gifts to buy everybody, generate small talking points in your own mind. That is, there's someone walking in the middle of the street. Cool. Homeless people, dude. It's like, I get it. You're homeless because you walk the wrong direction in the rain near the top of the freeway entrance. And you just have unfortunate situations in life that led you to there. And ever so often, well, actually, one dude that I listen to a lot has a lot of his stories revolve around being a junkie, and a lot of his situations ended up being he was homeless, or which is really homeless by choice. It sounds like, because he's not willing to get sober, or he'd be sober and then he'd relapse, and then he'd be homeless for a spell. And so it does really seem like a severe choice in instances. You're choosing not to, I guess, try that hard to stay sober, which I understand is super difficult. Luckily, I've never done any of the hard shit that I've had to try to get clean off of, which just sounds terrible. But makes me think that if just like you'd really just have to give up, like if you're not to me it seems like if you're not a drug addict, to be homeless, that means you're just not trying to have a job, pretty much. Like you're trying pretty hard not to have one. But I guess I'm super fortunate I haven't had to go down that road. But I think at the end of the day, you could always at least recycle cans and plastic and do that. But I guess if you don't have a car, that sounds pretty difficult. And now that I think about it, being homeless it'd suck ass in a day like today when it's raining out. Like, where are you going to stay dry? I don't know. I guess I'm just falling back on the fact that I would have, I think, places to stay. I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with all this, but I'm tired of the rain. It's kind of gloomy, and I think the whole seasonal depression thing there's some truth to that, because the weather has been so dull lately, and it's like a few days ago on the weekend it was raining fairly consistently almost for an entire weekend day, and we were inside from, I'd say, the previous evening, the whole entire day, and then a good portion of the next day too, for almost like 40 hours or so. We were just inside, and that was a lot. My kids were definitely bouncing off the walls, but I'm sure once it gets super warm and it's too hot in the summer, you'll hear me complaining about when is it going to start raining again. For me, I've had enough rain. It feels like it's been about 3 weeks combined. It's probably only been like a week and a half, but that's how accustomed I've become living in this town to just such excellent weather, where the slightest bit of heat is annoying, and a little bit of rain is annoying. And actually, the other day, they had closed school for a Monday because of this storm, and they were thinking there would be mudslides. And there was actually quite a bit of wind on that weekend day that I was talking about. The wind was whipping around. Probably just more upset with myself that I didn't go running for 2 days because of the weather. Although those 2 days that I didn't go, it wasn't raining in those mornings. One day I just gave in and didn't go, which I regret, and the next day I didn't get up early enough in time to go, and I regret that also. Because I had a good, I think, 11 days straight, and I hit 42 miles again. I had 44 the week before, and then 42 the last week, which is the magic number I figured out to hit like 2,000 for the year. And now it's Wednesday, and I only have gone Tuesday and Wednesday thus far. I'm only at like 15 and a half kind of. So I gotta do like 3 more runs of a little over 8 in the next 3 days. And I was limping around with a blister on my pinky toe, which I guess I didn't wash my feet well enough after I took a run this morning. It was in the shower, and then I could feel a blister or moving around. So just these little things that are so frustrating when you're a middle-class American. These are not real problems, I understand that, yet it's hard to be not focusing on them because you can't get away from your thoughts. That's what I think. All right.